Good morning, I'm Neva Retimanu, and this is your morning news fix for Tuesday, 13th of August. In this update, Gisborne's mayor says the district is devastated after the discovery of the body of a missing 5-year-old boy. Police search and rescue and community volunteers scoured the area of Tinidoto after Kaiser went missing Sunday afternoon. His body was found in a farm pond not far from his home about 3:30 yesterday afternoon. Rahit Stoltz says the news is tragic.
Our community is in mourning. It is such a heartbreaking time, and we just send our thoughts, our aroha and our prayers to Kaiser's whānau in this very, very sad time.
Armed police have spent the night at the scene of a suspected hostage situation in Nelson. Emergency services were called to reports of a family harm-related incident at a home on Motueka Street about 10 yesterday morning. The area was cordoned off, with Nelson Hospital and nearby schools forced into partial lockdown. 4 people were inside the home, with 2 safely leaving late yesterday afternoon without injuries. The Armed Offender Squad and police negotiation team have been working through the night to peacefully resolve the situation. Labour says placing beneficiaries on money management will have the opposite effect of what the government is intending. Under a suite of new measures, job seekers who fail to meet obligations will be sanctioned, including having half their benefit being put on a payment card to be spent only on essentials. The government says it will get more people into jobs. But Chris Hipkins claims taking away people's autonomy will actually make them more dependent on the state.
There's plenty of evidence to suggest that the more subservient you make people, the less likely they are to end up in sustainable long-term employment where they can stand on their own 2 feet.
The cost of repairing New Zealand's roads has skyrocketed by 50% in the past 6 years. That figure is laid bare in an official briefing to the Transport Minister from April, released to our newsroom under the Official Information Act. Drainage renewal costs have increased by more than 350%, from $174 per treated metre in 2018 to $611 this year. Sealed road resurfacing has remained relatively stable and increased by less than inflation, from about $59,000 to $66,000. The economic downturn is continuing to be felt in the construction sector. The latest EBOS Builder Sentiment Report shows 67% of builders are seeing less demand for their services. Businesses are now working at 67% capacity on average, down from the peak of 83% 2 years ago. EBOS Managing Director Matthew Duda says it's not looking great, and the majority of builders think things will continue to get worse over the next year.
There are some concerns here, particularly for smaller builders who told us that, hey, they're doing this toughest and have had the most significantly reduced workloads.
And in sport, New Zealand Olympic team chef de mission Nigel Avery has confirmed a new-look Commonwealth Games is poised for Glasgow in 2026. Former national track cycling coach Ron Cheatley says sheer power is the reason why Elise Andrews dominated with 2 gold medals at the Paris Games velodrome. The All Blacks have looked internally as they prepare to reply to the defeat by Argentina on Saturday in Auckland. Prop Ofa Tungafasi says that you can feel down, but now must figure out solutions. I'm Neva Retimanu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.